my name is Sophie and my sister's name is Julie. Today we are going to read you Amy and Lewis. Amy and Lewis. Amy and Lewis built towers as high as the sky. They dug holes deep enough to bury bears, and they saw magical creatures in the clouds. When Amy was in the sandpit and Lewis was on the swing, she called to him across the yard with a special word her mum taught her. Cooey, Louie. Lewis always came to play. When Lewis was in the dressing up corner and Amy was with the Play-Doh, he called to her across the room with the same special word. Cooey, Amy. Amy always came to play. And when they were at home, they called to each other across the fence. Cooey, Louie. One of them would soon climb through the gap with secrets to share. Cooey, Amy. But one day, Amy and her family moved a long, long way away to the other side of the world. Lewis stopped building towers, digging holes and staring at clouds, and he no longer called to anyone across the yard, the room or the fence. He thought about Amy every day and every night. In the place where Amy was, there was nowhere to dig holes or build towers, and the clouds held only raindrops. She thought about Lewis every night and every day. If I called Amy really loudly, she'll hear me, won't she? Lewis asked his mum. His mum shook his head. Amy is too far away, she said. When you are awake in the day, she is asleep at night. If I call Amy really, really loudly, she'll hear me, won't she? He asked his dad. His dad shook his head. Amy is half the world away, he said. She is awake in the day. You are asleep at night. If I call Amy with the loudest call anyone could ever do, she'll hear me, won't she? He asked his grandma. Maybe, his grandma said. You can only try. So Lewis spread his arm as wide as he could and threw back his head. Cooey, Amy. His cry rang all across the yard, across the street and past the edge of town. Lewis fell back and stared at the sky, where clouds were making strange seahorses and wild dragons. Across the ocean, in a city where tall buildings stretched to the sky, Amy awoke and came sleepily to breakfast. I had a lovely dream, she said. I dreamt about Lewis and he called me.